Good morning, everyone. Um, it is so early in the morning. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago, and I should introduce myself. Hi, hello, my name is Brooke. It is another Wednesday, and this time around, we are back to our regular schedule. Um, I don't have my breakfast yet, but I will grab it later. Um, I am going to be working on Project BK chapter 38. I've been having issues writing, and hopefully, I get to writing today. Hopefully. Hey, Leah, good morning. No, good afternoon, right? It's afternoon your time. How are you today? Let me know. I'm gonna just set up a few things here because I woke up not too long ago. I stayed up late. I stayed up late reading, and that always kind of gets me in trouble. I've been reading Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm almost done with the book. And it's a finished trilogy. He just released the third and last book. Yes, Bright says, it is not feeling great, honestly. Oh no! Like physically or like mentally? Because I know there's been some stuff going on with you. Um, for me, I've been mentally not feeling like at my best. Um, I've just been, I don't want to say lacking motivation, but I think I said this in the last vlog that I had. I'm missing that spark I had. But yesterday I took myself on a day of like trying to refill my creative cup, and that helped a whole lot. And I made a vlog out of it. And today I'm actually a little bit excited to write. So I'm I'm excited to do that. Um, Leah, if you're writing, oh, hold on. You said mentally having ethical dilemmas. Oh no! What do you mean, ethical dilemmas? What do you mean? You know, I'm gonna ask. um, while Leah may or may not share with us, I am going to just put in our first timer because I do want to write, or at least warm up and see where I stopped. I've been like, I outlined yesterday, but I don't think I finished. Anyway, we're gonna get to that. Also, I don't have my breakfast with me, like I said. I'm starving. I woke up so hungry today, which is normal right now. It's, um, I'm gonna start the timer soon, but I might actually, we're gonna do like a warm up first, like 15-minute warm up just to get ourselves situated. Um, and then we're gonna do like 2 long sprints. And CK just came in. Hey, CK, I need to thank you for yesterday. Yesterday really was good for my brain. I don't know how to explain it, but your questions and the way that we were analyzing your work really helped my brain get going to get inspired today to write, because I was telling Leah, I've been having issues with motivation to write. Like I have the discipline, but I don't have the motivation, like I don't have that feeling. So it's been a little bit difficult. Yeah, thank you so much. Also, thank you for being patient with my kid. She is she's a little funky one, the small one. Leah says, I don't know how to summarize it. I talk about it in advance. Which I'll if you want to see. Oh yeah, I'll check it out later and see what's going on. I'm sorry that you are having an ethical dilemma though, but I'll check it out. Um, for those of you watching, what are you guys drinking this morning? If it is morning or whatever time of day it is there where you are at, I am going to make matcha, and I know it doesn't have a lot of caffeine. That's why I started drinking it in the mornings. But I am gonna go to a cafe later today, and I'm gonna have a big old cup of coffee because I need it. I need it. This is what happens when you stay up late reading a book, man. Like I feel like I got run over by a truck. This is like life in your 30s. Like you need sleep. If you don't, you just feel like you got run over. Yeah, it says, I want to try writing, but I might be working on some job interview preps. Real nice, yeah. It says she's having PSL. Hey, Malin. You're walking on a lunch walk. What are you going to have? Because I am about to make myself breakfast. I'm so hungry. Just wanted to stop by. I swear, if you say that you're having a sandwich, I will make myself a sandwich for breakfast. I was thinking of eating the pasta, well, the mac and cheese I had made last night, but I don't know, maybe it's a little too heavy for breakfast, but I'm starving. I'm so hungry. CK says, I only just came in to say hi. I'm not here to write. That's okay, guys. That is okay. I am actually gonna warm up a little bit and look at my project. I haven't looked at it in like days because I haven't been feeling up to it. But today, because of yesterday, I feel like I can actually look at it. Yeah. Mel says, oh, I've already eaten a salad with a giant couscous, cucumber, feta, tomatoes, bell peppers, red onion. Oh my gosh, that sounds so delicious. That sounds delicious. I might have a salad. You know what, Melon, because of you, I think I'm going to make myself a salad later for lunch. Not me writing it down so I don't forget. But it's going to be a cabbage salad with carrots. It's too early for CK's brain. I agree. That's why I'm taking a long time to put on the timer. Melon says, I need to step out and walk at lunch every day so I don't go crazy working from home. That is so valid. I go walking and I don't even work at home. I go outside because being inside drives me a little bit crazy. And also, it drives my children crazy if they don't have sunshine and just the freedom to go crazy outside. Sometimes they're like wild animals. That's okay. The vinegar makes it. So, olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon juice, bit of vinegar. Okay, but what cream? Wait, what is double cream? I'm sorry. But everything you said, olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon juice, a bit of vinegar, is something that I make that too. I don't, but what is double cream? Because do I need to put that in my salad to make it awesome? Because that sounds amazing. I do like cabbage, carrots, spring onions, red onions. What else do I put there? I think that's it. A lot of carrots, like a lot of carrots. Raw carrots are so good for you. And I'd put salt, pepper, lemon, and black seed oil. Sometimes olive oil, but we have black seed oil, so yes. I was just called that. No. Thank you, CA. Heavy cream. Oh man, I don't have heavy cream. Maybe I can make it. I think you can make it with like milk and vinegar. Is that milk and vinegar? Some sort of acid to make heavy cream? I don't know. I'm too lazy to go to the grocery store. Well, not lazy. I just don't want to. I don't want to be around people. That sounds so bad. But there are just days I don't want to be around people, and today's one of them. I think because I'm extra tired. So, yes, carrots are awesome. but double cream is theoretically even richer. Gosh, you guys have the best stuff in Europe. We just have crap here in the States that make us sick. Anyway, I know some of you guys are not here to write, but we're going to warm up soon. But before we do, Madeline said, "Girl, I've been ordering groceries." I don't even order groceries. I send my husband to just go do it for me. I'm just like, here, before you come home from work, just get this. Because I just don't want to deal with it. I don't. Also, a lot of people think since I'm like pregnant, a lot of people think like I'm a teen mom for some reason. And sometimes people pray over me, which is great. I'll take the prayers, but like, does I look that like busted? You know what I mean? Anyway, it happens every time I'm pregnant. Somebody prays over me because I look like I'm pregnant teen. I don't know, guys. I just laugh about it at this point, but the grocery store is full of old people. They're super conservative. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the prayer and your assumption with it. Best liberty, yep. I do. I do. I just laugh when my husband comes around and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I tell them, like, "Oh, yeah, this is my husband. And these are my other kids." I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. It's strange. Hello, Nicolas Cage. Cool name. Aloha. How are you? We are about to do a productivity sprint to do whatever it is that you guys are going to do. I have 15 minutes on the clock here, and I'm going to wait till I go get my matcha, I think, because I just woke up not too long ago. And then we're going to keep on writing and being productive and all that stuff. So, anchor babies. What does that mean? I'm so sorry, Nicolas Cage. I don't know what that means, but I am open to learning what that means. So, but without further ado, we are going to start our productivity sprint because we have been chatting for like almost 13 minutes here. So, we're going to start. We're just going to do a quick warm up and then we'll do another chit chat and then do 2 long sprints. So, you guys after 15 minutes. Whoa. Okay. All right, guys, that was 15 minutes for a warm up. Whoa. Okay. What's going on? All right, guys. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. All right. So I was checking YouTube to see if it was working. I think that's why it echoed. Sorry. Let me X that out. Okay. Now we're back. I'm so sorry. Brutal. That was so loud. I am so sorry. So sorry. Let me change that. Um, Let me change that, guys. But before I do, how did you guys do? I know I was a little bit distracted. I was like talking on the Discord and what else was I doing? I did write though. I looked at my outline and I like the first part of it. I think I need to change up the stuff just a little bit, but I started writing a better opening for the scene. And so far I like it. And I'm going to do, let's see, let's do, I think that's better. Or bird. What? That sounds like cattle. All right. Yes, CK, I changed it because I think that was a little too loud. CK said I braced our two new video ideas. Ooh, and I can't wait to watch it. Malin's back home. I'm glad. I'm glad you made it back home. And CK that's said that's the one I use. Yeah, I think that's why I like that one because it's not as scary as the other one. That did wake me up a little bit though. But I was distracted. Did write. I think I wrote 61 words. I think my outline needs a little bit of work though because it's garbage. Not garbage, but I feel like it jumps around and maybe when I'm writing it, there's a way to bridge the jumping around in the scene. And I find myself doing that because I'm in Act 3 and I just want to get to the end. I want to get to the end. Because I just realized, guys, like it was a few days ago, I was freaking out with my husband. I realized that I'm entering my third and last trimester in December. And that means like this baby's gonna come. And I have nothing. I have nothing for this kid, guys. That crib in the back just has a blanket over it so our cat can lay on it because she thinks she's the baby. And that's all I have really is the baby's crib with no beddings whatsoever. Renee's here. She says, "Good morning. Just got kids off toilet school and hubby off to work. Now I'm getting my crap together for my day." Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad, Renee, that you're here though. It seemed like you had a really busy morning. I woke up like an hour ago, which is not my typical, but I was way in deep with a book last night. I don't sleep late, like not past 10 o'clock if I'm reading a book, but I think I slept at midnight. It was worth it, but I feel like crap. Kat says, "Just coming over from another stream that just ended. I'll be here until the baby wakes up for the day." Aw, babies. I love babies. Mal says, "Oh, I'm also in my act 3." Right? Like sometimes like in act 3, like you have to like tie up loose ends, but also have all these things happen at the same time. And this major thing's about to happen where the protagonist needs to meet someone. So just to tie up her arc, a little bit more towards the end. Oh man, getting there sucks, but sorry. My vocabulary is not great today, guys. Not great today. Leah Wright says, "I'm writing a letter to my former roommate." I'm glad, and I hope, Leah, that she understands, but if not, like I said in the Discord, like, you might lose this roommate or friend. Um, I've done a lot of friendship breakups as I've gotten older because they were just not aligned with my values, and I just cannot waste my time with people like that. That's me. That's just me. Um, but I hope that she understands and she's open and that she finds a reason, and that you get your Saba. Am I pronouncing it right? I hope that you keep her. So Madeline says, I think working on my DDL before jumping into it helped a lot. So I did have a detailed scene by scene outline for draft 2, and then I derailed from it because my gut instinct said to, and it turned out better. But because I did that, now I'm doing it as I go. Like I do a chapter outline. I know how it's going to end. With getting to the ending, there is no roadmap. So now I have to do it every time I am about to enter a chapter. I have to redo the outline on my notebook. Because believe me, I wanted to follow that outline, but characters just did what they naturally did. Mel says, so I did all the hard work last month and now I'm flying through it. Man, okay. I swear I'm going to do that with my next project and actually really, really think through the outline next time. But I love that for you, Melon. I think that's great. I flew through mine in the first half because I followed the outline, but this time, man, because I derailed all over the place. Kat says, I'm trying to finish all the event scenes of my first draft so I can go back and add in memories and emotions. I think you're doing, if I remember, Kat, a young adult, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I streamed and my brain, this pregnancy brain, is coming back full on. I think you're doing a young adult on themes of grief. Is that correct, Kat? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Melon says, friendship breakups are so much tougher than your mind. This is true. I feel like the ones that I did have to go through, it wasn't very many, like two, I think two in my mind, and one really bad one because she was toxic, dude. Like, and I'm not even saying that. It's just that she was toxic. We were in our 20s. She was acting like she was 16. And I remember breaking up the friendship at a Starbucks. She got mad at me for helping my dad out instead of hanging out with her. And I'm like, what? How is that reasonable? How are you going to get mad at me for helping my family and not going to a concert with you? It didn't make sense. And then other things were revealed. But it was hard because I really cared for her and we had been friends since we were childhood. But friendships like that, like when they aren't rooting for you and they're just stressing you out, I don't think it's a friendship worth keeping. Leah says, honestly, we weren't friends anymore for a while now. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that kind of makes it easier. That sounds really direct, but if you guys are just roommates, then I think that having your name on the papers is a good thing because that way she can't do anything about it, you know? Bounces up too, and they're always so dramatic, right? You know? I also had a friendship breakup with a not boyfriend, that sounds like romantic, guy friend. And he didn't understand I was setting up a boundary because he was acting he wasn't honoring my romantic relationship. He was kind of like butting in, and I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Like, that is not okay. Hey, Boringzilla. How are you today? We are gonna do our second sprint or our first long sprint in a little bit here. I hope you're doing well. Let us know what you're working on. Mel says, yeah, I start with a general out of the book and then remade one for every act before doing draft. Man, that's a lot, but I bet it helped so much. So a lot of things changed as I went back through each act outline. Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna do that next time, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it again because it takes so long to draft the second draft, which is a complete rewrite. Cat says, yes, yay! I'm so glad I remembered. My memory hasn't been the greatest. I actually thought this week was last week and sent my husband to the dentist. Thankfully, it was just down the street, but he did take off work. So that's how my brain is being right now. Let's take out this ad here. Yo, okay. Because if you're not your friends, why would you let her have any custody over your cat? That is a good question. Because I'm too soft and she took a lot of care of her. Yeah. And it's okay to be soft, Leah. It's great to be soft in a world that's harsh. And also, you can be soft and hold your ground and have strong boundaries. You don't have to let her do that. This is your cat. Saba is a living being and she does not need the stress. You don't need the stress. And now I feel like your roommate's just being petty, you know? You have every right to have your cat. You raised her, you took her in, you supported her financially. That sounds like I hate to say it, this kind of sounds like child custody in a way. But she shouldn't be pushing you around, okay? Boring Zilla says, I hope you guys remember it anyways. Sometimes they're not toxic. They just can't understand. Oh, Boring Zilla, this old friend of mine. Now we're very cordial now that we are in our mid-30s because she's a family friend. She was very, very toxic because things were revealed to me from my friends and her friends. And what sucks is it was over a guy that I wasn't interested in that guy. And to me, that was just so dumb. Like, why are you being petty over a guy? It's just a guy. It's not like guys are air. We don't need them. Sorry if you're a guy. But, it was just sad. Leah says, yeah, I guess she's my baby. She is your baby. Your cat is your baby. Okay. Speaking of cats, I don't even know where mine is. I'm sure she'll show up. Okay, guys, we are gonna go ahead and do our next sprint here. I am probably gonna get up and get myself breakfast and make some tea. Although I don't think I need tea right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna make tea. I'm just gonna make breakfast real quick because Malin got me hungry with the salad talk. But I'm not gonna have salad till later. So I'm gonna pop this in. I'll be right back. And I'm going to start writing as well. All right, guys. How was that free haul? I am so sorry. I was gone most of it. I heated up some breakfast tacos. Um, my husband, I guess, got it before he left. So that was really nice. It was a great surprise. And then I heated up some mac and cheese from last night and ate it really, really fast. So, but I did still write. Let me see, how much did I write? I actually wrote 116 words in like what, the last 10-15 minutes of the sprint. Some of it is actually things that I'm going to keep because I did write this yesterday, but I'm changing the opening scene because I'm not happy with where it was leading. So yeah, 116, but I kept some of the words from yesterday. I'm gonna put a timer on our break because I end up like yapping too much. But how was that for y'all? I was downstairs heating up the food, and if you guys hear my dog, I had let him out. There's like people across the street changing our neighbor's roof, and he doesn't appreciate the fact that there are strange men across the street. So if you guys hear barking, that is him. Hopefully not, because I have like a little mic here that's supposed to like get rid of excess surround sound stuff. So CK says, I'm going to go film a video. Enjoy the rest of your sprints. Thanks, CK, for being here and for also looking out earlier. I can't wait to watch your video. And if you guys don't know yet, CK is an author. They have a lot of books. They have the Hearts, I think, and they have another book out that I haven't read yet, but I have it in my bookshelf. But CK has their page on YouTube, so if you want to check them out, please go ahead. Got a lot of good things on their YouTube page. Very helpful things, actually. And I hope you guys check their page out. And let's see. I guess in a little bit here, we're going to do our last sprint because I am kind of, since I didn't really write in that last one, I'm going to want to buckle down on this next one. So we have like 3 minutes and a little bit. And Leah says I did a big hug to my cat. Hug. Aw, hugs. Yeah. That is so sweet. I hope you got some sort of resolve to get her to make sure that she stays with you. I can't find my cat, dude. I went downstairs. I can't find her. So she's probably in the walls somewhere. There's a hole somewhere because we're doing some remodeling around the house, and there's a hole behind the fireplace that we found that we are going to make into a little space for her. Well, that's what my husband wants to do, is to have like a little space for her where she can hide and like just be by herself because she can't stand a dog sometimes. So I think she's in that hole. So hopefully she comes out. But if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the next sprint already, just because I'm just gung-ho on writing this. I think this is the only chance I'm going to be able to write today. There's a book I want to finish, and I'm going to go to the library today with my kids. I haven't been in several weeks, and I want to go borrow some books with them, but also just go out. I haven't gone outside of doctor's appointments in a long time. So we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to stop the timer here. And we're going to go ahead and do a 25-minute sprint. And I hope that you guys are able to write. All right. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start. Good luck. And I'm going to mute myself. All right, guys, that was our last sprint, and I actually wrote a little bit more of the theme that I had previously written and changed quite a bit of it because I did not like the way it was yesterday. Um, it just needed more like contemplation from the protagonist. And so I like it better. I'm glad. I'm glad that I changed it and worked on it this morning. I definitely am not done with it. I thought it was going to be a short scene, but no, it's not. It's going to be actually a long scene. Um, and I feel much better after editing it because it was such garbage a few days ago, and I think I just needed a whole day to just replenish my. I just What happened to the camera, guys? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. There it is. Oh my goodness. Um, but thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys on Wednesday next week. And happy writing. Good luck with everyone who is doing a November challenge. And I'll see you guys around the internet. Bye.